Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Fairdale Christian Church Online. We are so glad that you guys are with us today, especially if maybe someone has invited you to be a part of our online presence for the very first time. Or if you're new in any way to Fairdale Christian, we're glad that you guys are with us. And let me just invite you, if you guys are here for the first time, if you're watching on Facebook Live, in the chat section, in the comments section, just write on there, hey, watching for the first time. You can just type in first time, and one of our Next Steps team will reach out and touch base with you. And we've got a little gift if you want to do that. If you want to reach out to us, if we got a little gift, little $5 Amazon gift card that we'd love to send to you via email. And we're just glad that you're part of it, and it's just a little thank you for being with us this morning. We've got a lot of exciting news. May 24th. We are going to be back in person. We've got services planned 9:30 and 11, and we'll be making some special preparations for that day so that we can social distance and do all the suggested guidelines that the CDC has put out. But we can't wait to get back together, and that will be on May the 24th. So we hope that we get to see you guys there. Look for details on that. Brandon's going to share a little bit about that here in a few minutes. But we're glad that you guys are here. And for all you mamas out there, happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. And Brandon?
Yeah.
How'd you celebrate your mom?
Oh, well, not very much. It's hard with everything being shut down. What am I supposed to do? I made her a little drawing, like I was 3 again, so it was good.
And the other mother in your household?
Yeah, well, I redid our bedroom for her, so yeah. But we're excited that you're joining us today. Hey, we got some special people we want to give a shout out to. We know that the guys down at the hymning this morning, so welcome to you guys. Glad that you're watching with us, and all of you who are tuning in, we're really thankful that you're with us this morning. Looking forward to the 24th when we begin to reopen and get things back going here, and we'll be letting you know more about that this week. We'll be sending some stuff out, but also, there's just a lot of stuff going on, and we do want to say Happy Mother's Day to all of our mothers out there, and we're just so grateful that everybody's watching. And there's one other thing I was supposed to mention. Now, well,
we gave out some Mother's Day packets on Friday night, and that turned out to be a big night.
It was great. We had a bunch of people that came out Friday night, so if you came through, it was great to see you. And we're really glad that you swung by to say hi to us, and hope that you are having a great day today. And hey, if you're by a phone or computer Tuesday at 10:30, you can log on to our Facebook page, Fairdale Christian Church, and I'll be on there live just for a little bit and hanging out and sharing some deep thoughts.
What will those deep thoughts be about?
kind of a what didn't make it into the sermon. We'll kind of round to a little bit, stuff that I wish I could have said but didn't have the time.
So who are we going to be talking about this week?
Today's Esther.
Esther.
Yeah. I hope you're encouraged today. I think it'd be a great encouragement to you. And we got about minute 15 seconds left. What else? Deep thoughts from Phil Miller.
Well, just always focused and thankful for all the moms out there, especially for the 2 in my life, actually the 3 in my life. My mom, who's in Virginia, we're going to get to go see her on her birthday. It's a surprise, so hopefully she's not watching.
Is she on Facebook?
No, she's not. So my brother, don't show her any of this today, Staten, okay? But we're going to get to celebrate her 86th birthday with her. And then my mother-in-law, who's been with us this weekend, she and Marcia, my wife, big family tradition for them is to plant flowers on the Saturday before Mother's Day. So they did that all day yesterday around our house. So, shout out to my beautiful wife. Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah. And hey, as we look forward to the 24th, reopening in just a couple of weeks, one thing we're going to need is some volunteers. So if you can help us kind of sanitize and reset stuff, reach out to us at the office this week, and we'd love for you to help us. It's going to be a great time. We're looking forward to it, and we are live here in about 8 seconds. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for logging on, and we just can't wait to see you soon. God bless.
Who am I that the highest king would wear? is free indeed. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. Free at last, He has ransomed me. His grace runs deep. While I was a slave to sin, Jesus died for me. Yes, He died for me. Who the Son sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. I am who you say I am. Who the Son sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God.
This is a season where it's easy to feel like you don't have purpose. Like there's nothing to move you forward. It's hard to get motivation to do the things that are even plain, even the chores around the house. And where do you go? What do you do? I hope that God can give you purpose. I hope that His Spirit can breathe life into you. Let's keep singing. Let's keep worshiping together this morning and just acknowledge who He is. And He's a God that gives you endurance for hard seasons. You unravel me with the melody. You surround me with a song of deliverance from my enemies, till all my fears are gone. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. From my mother's womb, you have chosen me. Love has called my name. I've been born again into your family. Your blood flows through my veins. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer Sing it again. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. You split, you rescued me so I could stand and sing. I am a child of God. You split the sea so I could walk right through it. My fears were drowned in perfect love. You rescued me so I could stand and sing. I am a child of God. I am a child of God. Yes, I am, Lord, I am a child of God.
Well, good morning, Fairdale family, and thank you for being with us this morning, and happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. You know, as I celebrate Mother's Day today, and as I messaged my mom this morning to tell her happy Mother's Day, I think about the impact she had on my life. As a kid, you know, she raised myself. She's raised 4 children to adulthood, 5 if you want to count my dad. And she's still raising a 16-year-old right now, so pray for her. But for myself, I remember all throughout childhood her working so hard for me to have the things that I wanted. See, I played soccer all year round, and it cost quite a bit of money to play that sport all year, to play club season and indoor and high school and rec leagues. And I remember my mom working as a lunch lady in my middle school during the day, and then in the evening she would go work at a gas station so that she could provide for me and make it available that I get to play something that I wanted to play. She made a sacrifice so that I could have something that I might not have. And as we celebrate Mother's Day today, it also reminds me of something Christ did for us. That Christ made a sacrifice so that you and I could have something we could never have on our own. Christ made a sacrifice so that you and I could have a relationship with God and have a spot in heaven. That today, on Sunday, we still celebrate Christ as we celebrate mothers. So as we come to communion today, as we come to the table, we take the elements, we take the bread and the juice to celebrate the sacrifice that Christ made for us so that we could have a relationship with God, so that we could have something we couldn't get on our own. As you gather your elements, I'm going to go ahead and pray over this time as we celebrate what Christ has done for us and the sacrifice he made. God, thank you so much for today. God, thank you for the women, the mothers, the people you've placed in our lives who sacrifice for us and make gifts and things available for us. But God, today on Sunday, as we gather together to celebrate the name of Jesus, God, we thank you for the sacrifice he made so that we could have a relationship with you. God, thank you for everything you've done for us and for your son. I pray this in his name. Amen.
Well, welcome to Fairdale Online, and man, really glad that you're joining us this morning, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We are so glad and honored, really, that you would take a little time out of your day to join us for worship. You know, today's a special day, and as we're kind of wrapping up this series that we've been in the last few weeks, we called Now What? How do we survive quarantine? I really didn't think there'd be a better topic than the one we're going to wrestle to the ground today. And so I'm glad you're joining us. One thing that we've mentioned every week of this series is there really are three things that you've got to do to survive quarantine. If we're going to survive exile, three things that we've got to do. We cannot give up on God. We cannot give up on each other. And we long for the day when things get back to some normalcy. We just long for that time when we're going to be back together and things are going to go back to what we experienced before. We've talked about what a great day that's going to be when we get to put some of this stuff behind us, and we're looking forward to better days ahead. And we've spent a lot of time talking about how we've got to keep our focus on God. We just can't lose our focus, and we can't lose our faith in the midst of all this uncertainty, when it would be easy for us to just kind of, shrink back and get in the corner and just kind of be consumed by fear. We've got to keep our focus on Christ and know that He's got us. He's got this situation, and we're gonna be okay on the other side. But one thing that I really want to focus on today is that we can't give up on each other. We have just got to remain committed. And many of us, we have been blessed with mothers who never gave up on us, even when we probably gave them every reason to. But she hung in there. And others of us, that's the type of parent we're trying to be. We're trying to be moms and dads who don't give up on our kids, no matter what. And we don't want to be people who give up on our families, or give up on our friends, or give up on those around us. And I was thinking about what it looks like to care for somebody, to really care for someone else. And we need to understand that as followers of Jesus, you and I are called to care. I mean, that is a calling on our life, that we would care about other people, that we would care for them. And we are reflecting the compassion of God when we care for somebody else, somebody who's in need, and really show them genuine concern. I was thinking about something that happened, it was last year or 2 years ago. I can't remember exactly, but very, recently. I was down at Thunder over Louisville so it was, around this time of the year, and I was there with my family, my wife and our kids, and we had gone to the Bats game. And we'd walked over from the Bat Stadium over across the street to where the festival was. We're just hanging out, walking around. When we ran into one of our elders here at Fairdale Christian, a guy by the name of Dell. And a lot of you may know Dell, but a great guy, one of our leaders here. And we bumped into him. And so then we're talking, and we started walking around a little bit. We're walking around the festival and, getting something to eat and just hanging out a little bit. And while we were down there, there was this group of people with megaphones and big signs. I can't remember exactly what the sign said, but something to the effect of, turn or burn, you're going to go to hell right now. And I remember this guy with a megaphone. He's just screaming at everybody and telling them, get your life right and all that kind of stuff. And he looked right at me and Dell.